I made $46,933 with 2 faceless YouTube videos, all following the current YouTube monetization guidelines. And in this video, I'll show you how you can copy me. If you're new here, I'm Kale Box. I made over $3 million of faceless AI YouTube channels since 2016, and I was personally mentored by Mr. Beast with over 400 million subscribers. Subscribe to this channel for weekly videos teaching you guys how to make money online with faceless YouTube. All right, so on the screen right here, you can see one of my faceless YouTube channels. I have several. I've made over 20 faceless YouTube channels, but I'm just going to show this one as an example because I'm not as active with this YouTube channel as I once was. And so I really don't care if people copy me one for one, which everyone copies me one for one when I publicly make videos about my channels, which is why I only show the channels that I'm not as active on anymore. But I'm going to show this channel off to show you an example of how to do the A to Z step-by-step process to create these faceless AI YouTube videos and make lots of money. Now you can see right here, this is the channel, like I said, 4.7 million subscribers, 2.5 million views, talking about rappers, right? All these are millions of views that I'm getting on these videos. Now let me show you how much money we made. So that specific video, 4.7 million views. The total lifetime earnings from this one specific video was $20,000, $20,400. And the crazy thing is I only spent $70 to create this entire video mixed with AI technology, which I'm going to be showing you how to do this in this video. Now, if we go to the next video over here, we got another one right here. This video is right here, 2.5 million views, $26,000 that I made from that video. Okay, so the profit margin is very, very high. This is why I love faceless AI YouTube videos. I'm going to show you what to do and how to do it, but I want to show you the proof first. Now, this is another faceless YouTube channel. I'm not the only one that does this. There's another one. This is actually one of my old clients, Trapologist. He's in the exact same niche, and he's one of my older ones that is completely crushing the game. Like, he's really doing really well for himself in this niche, talking about rappers. Okay, you can see like he's been getting millions of views. If we go over here, 7.5 million views, 4.6 million views. Some of his videos has gone to go better and get better views than even I have been able to do on my own, okay? Because the thing is, I'm trying to grow this personal brand and also grow my own faceless YouTube channels. And when you're split focus, you're obviously going to be a little bit less performing on your own personal YouTube channels. Unlike my clients, they put all of their energy into their faceless YouTube channels, and you can see the reward that they're getting right here with this millions of views. I say all this and show you all this to show that the proof is right here, okay? You can do this. Anyone can do this as long as you put your mind to it, right? And I'm going to show you step by step, A to Z, how you can copy this success for yourself and learn how to create these YouTube faceless videos. Okay, so real quick, I want to show you how these videos actually look like. If we look at this right here, this video right here, this is one of my videos. I'm going to play it for you so you can understand what it kind of looks like, because some people don't fully know what a faceless video looks like. So let me play this for you.
The rap community has suffered another great loss. Talented Memphis rapper Young Dolph was shot and killed in a cookie store in his home city, Memphis, and fans are pretty certain.
Okay, so you get it. Pretty much that's the entire video. Is just commentary about news events. So this specific video was talking about a news event where a rapper unfortunately passed away. And when that happened to the rapper, of course, we're going to make a video about it to explain what's going on in the world of, hip hop. And so this is the entire video is just commentary. When people hear about faceless AI, they envision like literally a full video made with AI. They envision a robot speaking to them, and that's not fully true. If you can see here, we literally just use other images and background footage of certain music video clips in the background for like footage whenever we're talking about with the commentator of what's going on. We use certain like news events. You can see like a breaking news headline, from a clip of an officer talking about the situation that happened. So all of this is almost like a compilation of different footage and then different quotes with text and then our narrator speaking over it, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to use AI to do most of this, but what I will clarify is we're following the right terms and conditions in order to pull this off on YouTube. YouTube has monetization guidelines, and some people don't understand what faceless AI YouTube videos actually means. A lot of people think that faceless AI YouTube videos is literally you press one button and the entire video is created for you. That usually, those type of videos are super poor quality videos. I usually tell people about there's a software called InVideo. InVideo is not a good software. That's a perfect example where if you use the software InVideo, you will literally have a stock footage background automatically created for you. Those videos are not allowed to be monetized on YouTube because there's no creativity, there's no commentary in those videos. What I'm trying to teach you guys is how to actually be creative with these videos, how to follow the guidelines with YouTube. And as long as you follow these guidelines with YouTube, then you're good to go, okay? You're gonna be monetized. I know a lot of people are scared about, there was the rumor of the July 15th update, right? That YouTube was going to ban AI channels. That is not what YouTube said. A lot of misinformation going on online. YouTube themselves clarified the terms and conditions. They said, no, what we don't like is pretty much a mass-produced video, a video that required zero human effort at all, that clearly is not enjoyable for viewers. The viewers that are watching my video, look at this, 20,000 likes. People do enjoy these videos. So before you go out there and say, oh, I don't like watching AI videos. Yeah, maybe the certain AI videos you watch, but these videos, no one realized that a lot of this is AI that we put together mixed with some human effort, okay? And people enjoy watching these videos. So I just want to make that big clarification because I think a lot of people have the wrong impression of what a faceless video actually is, okay? So that's what we're going to be creating in this tutorial. Is I'm going to teach you guys how to make commentary videos, which is approved by YouTube's guidelines in order to be monetized and make money. Okay, real quick, before we get back into the episode, if you're looking to build a 6-figure faceless YouTube automation channel, I have the perfect plan for you. I'm hosting my monthly 5-day live online challenge where you can get practical step-by-step information on how to crush it with your faceless YouTube automation channel. In this challenge, not only am I going to be answering your questions live, but you'll be joined by an amazing community all taking action over 5 days for a chance to win cash prize giveaways. It's one of the most exciting courses you'll ever take. Just hear what people have said about it.
I just finished the 5-day challenge with Caleb Box. Mind blown.
And as of this morning, I'm up over 5,000 views.
Honestly, I think he took like a $3,000 program and like put all of that information into a 5-day challenge that was actually affordable.
Took me through step by step, whether you have a little experience or none.
Everything that I needed to learn to start a YouTube channel and be successful, I learned from this course.
I feel like there was zero holding back.
He's a genuine and caring guy.
If you're considering whether or not you should take it, do it.
Join this, you will not regret it.
Okay, so in order for all of this to work out for you, you need to find an opening, okay? there's a lot of competition, but you can still stand out as a beginner and even not that tech savvy if you find an opening. And the way I explain it to people is the best way to find an opening is find almost a news event or what some people call a trigger event, where a lot of people is talking about a particular moment in time, and then you wanna make a video on it so you can hop on that wave of new views and a surge of demand where people wanna see the videos, right? So here's a perfect example in this context, in this rap context, this hip hop niche. You can apply this formula to any other niche. But for this one, you can see like they're making videos about certain celebrities. So like YN Melly, No Jumper, all of these are different like celebrities, Times rappers, attacked Adam 22. They're different celebrities in the rapper world, okay? So what I always tell people is the best way to figure out what's trending is every single day, Google search different keywords related to your niche, okay? So I'm gonna give you a live demonstration of that. So first, what we can do just to make it easier, let's say you're brand new to the niche. I already know a lot of the rappers, but let's just say top 10 drill rappers, right? You can see by doing this, immediately you know what is some of the top rappers out there. For example, right here, Chief Keef, Lil Durk, Pop Smoke. These are some of the top rappers that's in this niche. So what you can do is work it backwards and start searching for these different people. Like for example, you can search Lil Durk. So let's search Lil Durk. And then what I always tell people is click on the button here that says news. By clicking on news, you can see if there's new events going on and if these rappers are trending or not. And you can see that the most recent news event was over a month ago. So Lil Durk, there's not really anything going on. But one thing for sure I do know that's going on is if we search YN Melly, like so, YNW Melly, then what will end up happening is right here, state asked to push back date of YNW Melly's double murder retrial. So pretty much this was 1 day ago. So this is very current events that's going on right now that we can cover and make a video on, okay? So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for openings like this. I'm looking for public articles, and even better is if I see other people making YouTube videos or tweets and those, or I guess you call them X now. If I see tweets going viral about certain things in my niche, then that's an opening, okay? That's something I need to hop on right now, especially if it's recent, okay? So this is what I'm saying. This is what we're gonna be making a video on in today's video, okay? So you can see YNW Melly is the main person. All right, cool. So we can click on this, and you can see that this article goes deeper about everything for us, all right? What we want to do is we want to go ahead and use AI to create the script for us, okay? So then that way we don't have to sit down and spend 5 hours on a script. You don't need to do that anymore. We can leverage AI, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So the first thing I always recommend to people is AI is pretty much, the way AI works is it will scour the internet and find as many articles as it can based on whatever prompt or thing you tell it to create of a script, okay? So if you say, hey, I want to create a script about, YNW Melly, it will automatically find on the internet whatever it can find, and then it will turn that information into a script. Now, sometimes depending on certain AIs that you could use ChatGPT, you could use Claude, or many other AIs out there to write scripts for you. But some AIs are sometimes delayed. If the news event happened literally a day ago, then it might be delayed and it may not be able to find that certain article until it's a month or two later, right? And so in that situation, what I tell people is I just say, take other people's articles or videos. You can simply, let's say, just highlight the article. This is literally the entire article is just apparently a paragraph. So maybe we can find something a little bit longer. Let's see if this is longer or not. So take all of the script, like the entire article. You want to copy every single bit of that article. Just copy it like so. Then you want to open a new Google Doc. So create a Google Doc that you can paste all of this information in, like so. And then once we do that, now what we're going to do is just make sure there's like nothing here that is not from the article. Okay, so all this information here is from the article. Perfect. So let me double check if we got everything from that article. And no, we did not. We need to get more. So we're going to copy all of this to make sure we get everything, because there's so many ads on these articles. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And then you just keep pasting all of the articles as much as you can, like so. And then I believe, yeah, I'm just going to copy the rest of this real quick. Okay, so now we have the entire article pasted right here, okay? So the goal is that you would get as many articles as you can if you need to, if it's truly a recent event. And you would create several Google Docs and put all the, copy and paste all of the information. And then once you do that, all you have to do is go up to like File, and then you want to say download, and then you want to download it as a PDF, okay? So if you're doing this correctly, you'll probably have like 3 different articles that you can paste into Google Docs and then just pretty much save it as a PDF. Okay, so next we're gonna go to ChatGPT, okay? You're going to paste this prompt in. It's a long prompt, so either you can pause the video and completely copy all of this, or you could just join my 5-day challenge and I give it to everyone in my 5-day challenge. But the link for that is in the description. But the point is, you'll pretty much have this entire prompt and you're gonna change certain things, all right? So for example, you'll say in a niche, you replace this to say in hip hop niche, or drill rap is actually kind of the definition of this specific niche. And then we'll scroll down to the very bottom. It'll say right here, I need a script made around this video idea. You'll then change video title. You'll change that to the video idea. Now, this is where it's really important that we come up with a video idea. So for example, the trendy event is, if we look into this deeper, what's going on with YN Melly, let me go back to here. What's going on with him is pretty much the state is asking him his trial to be pushed back, okay? So again, they're trying to like have this entire process be longer and longer and longer for him to finally be, either free or guilty. And so it's taking a while. So what we can do is come up with a spin, some type of title that would grab people's attention. So we can say YNW Melly. Let me think of, actually, so this is a good title idea. We could say 1 minute ago, YNW Melly. And one tip, by the way, you could model after success. If you see other people doing a title and it's working, you could do a similar title and slightly change it. But because I'm experienced in this game, I kind of know what could work. So I could do 1 minute ago, YNW Melly is, let me see, trial push back the end of YNW Melly. You could almost do something like that. I would probably make this title a little bit better, but just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna rush through this process. But you do want to take time on coming up with your video ideas and your thumbnails, guys. It's super important. Sometimes I'll take 30 minutes just to come up with a title, but for the sake of this video, I want to keep it short. So I'm just gonna be showing as if I already had a good video idea, okay? So 1 minute ago, YNW Melly trial push back the end of YNW Melly, okay? So you pretty much just do that. And then what we're going to do is we need to then attach the PDF of all of the other articles, okay? So for example, you'll add this one additional part to the prompt. You'll say, use Google and also, this PDF attached for information on the new news event regarding YNW Melly. You'll pretty much just have a prompt similar to this that you'll add at the very end of it, okay? All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and you wanna add the file, add the PDF of the article. All right, there we go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna press enter. Now that we got that, we're gonna let ChatGPT do its thing. It'll take a second, and here we go. Now they are writing the script for us. So here it is. So Right here. So yeah, this rapper's murder trial just got delayed again, and it might be game over. Yeah, I said it. YNW Melly, the guy who gave us Murder on My Mind, might be stuck hearing that same chorus, but behind bars forever. Because just 1 minute ago, okay, technically a few days ago. So you see what I'm saying? Like, they make it funny. Like, the prompt that I just showed you guys will literally make your script so funny and human-like. A lot of people, the reason why they fail at Faceless YouTube is because they just simply tell the prompt is simply, make me a script that does XYZ. You don't give it enough information. And so the prompt that I just showed you guys is a prompt I normally charge people a lot of money for, but I'm pretty much giving it away for free in this video. But it will truly make the video way better. It'll make the script so much better because AI is pretty much, if you send it the right commands, it will make a really good script, but completely comes down to you sending it the right commands. And you can see right here, it is a genuinely good script already. Now, I still recommend people to fine tune it, make it slightly better, fact check a little bit of it. But one example is, first off, this script is not long enough, okay? If we want to make it longer, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go ahead and ask it to go deeper on a certain thing. So for example, let's say fact 4 right here. Fact 4 might be, let's say, too short. You see this? We're already on fact 5 right here. Like fact 4, this is literally it. This is it. So what we want to do instead is we want to say, can you go deeper and longer on fact 4 for me? You literally just ask it to do that, and then it will send you an expanded fact 4, just like that. So now what I recommend you do here is what you're going to do is you're going to take the initial draft that ChatGPT gave you. You're going to copy all of this text here, and you're going to put it into a Google Doc. And once you put it in a Google Doc, then what you're going to do is fine tune that Google Doc based on the amount of commands you send ChatGPT. You're going to fine tune it by simply now copying the next fact 4 where you asked it to go deeper. You're going to copy all of this, and then you're going to go back to that Google Doc and replace the fact 4 to now this more expanded, deeper script of fact 4, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm saying. That's the way you do it. And you keep doing this through the entire process, and then you'll get a very, very long script and long YouTube video, okay? You'll do the same thing for fact 7, fact 6. Just tell the GPT, hey, go deeper on this for me, and it'll literally do that for you, all right? Okay, so the next step is we need to use 11 Labs to have the AI narration software, okay? 11 Labs allows you to use AI narrations that sounds human-like. Like, you won't even know that it was a robot. And this is why like YouTube is okay with you using AI narrations, because it doesn't sound like a robot. So assuming you pick a good voice and it doesn't sound robotic, then you're okay. YouTube is going to allow you to monetize that content. They just don't want something that's clearly a robot voice. That's all it is. So for example, if you use 11labs.io, I should have the link in the description, and all the tools that I mentioned should be in the description of this video, but you pretty much just go over to 11 Labs, create an account, and then you want to click on an area that says voices, okay? You'll see a little tab on the left-hand side that says voices. Once you click on that, you'll see a variety of voices that you can use, and pick one to be your narrator for your YouTube channel. And what I recommend you do is go up to filters, because it'll be way easier. You go to filters, you change the language to whatever the language is that you're gonna have for your channel. I clearly do English. I don't speak Thai. I don't speak, even though I live in Cambodia, I do not speak Khmer. So, so we're just gonna select English. Then you can say accent if you want, American, African American, British, whatever you want for the accent. It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you. You can do male, female, you get it, okay? Middle age. All of these are different things we can select, okay? Then you want to say apply filters, and then you'll find so many narrations. So you can play this to hear what it sounds like.
I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high.
This guy.
The winds of the lands between whisper of your deeds.
This is the voice to choose. Hey, it's Brad. Add this voice to...
Hey, it's Brad. Sorry, I just had to. Okay, my point is there's so many that you can pick from, okay? What I personally recommend for people, try to pick voices that has under 100,000 uses. Like David, for example, might be overused. There might be too many people using David's voice because he has over 100,000 uses on it. But like, for example, Zeus might be good because he only has 19,000 people using his voice, okay? So I recommend not using voices that are kind of too popular because too many people have been using those voices, and it might look like spam to YouTube. So that's why you got to pick a voice that is not overdone. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to add this guy. The way you add it is you click on this little plus button here that says add to my voices. So we're going to click on that. Okay, now we can use his voice. So we can go to text to speech, for example. And what you're going to do is you're going to paste your script, okay? So we're going to paste our script into the text to speech like so. And now I'm going to remove actually the quotes. I'm going to remove these quotes because it's really not needed for some of this. All right, everything else seems good to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click this button here that says generate speech so we can download his MP3 file, his audio file.
This rapper's murder trial just got delayed again. and it might be game over. Yeah, I said it. YNW Melly, the guy who gave us
Okay, so you get it. Now, personally, I wouldn't use this guy's narration for the actual video, but I'm just using it as an example for this video for you guys. I don't think he would be perfect for this specific niche. He's just a British guy talking about drill rappers. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right voice. So my point is, regardless, let's just say it was the right voice. You can't see it because of my face cam, but there is a download button behind my webcam. You can kind of see my cursor in the bottom right corner. There is a download button right there. So just click on that download button and it will allow you to download the MP3 file, the audio file, so then you can move on to the next step. Okay, so now is the next step, which is we need to create a thumbnail. Now, either you can hire someone on like Fiverr or Upwork.com to create a thumbnail for you, about $5 to $10, or you can use an AI technology like Pixels. Again, the link for that will be in the description. Pixels allows us to create AI thumbnails, which is a whole lot easier and more affordable. So I'm gonna be giving you a quick tutorial on how to do that, and we'll see what we can create. Like, I'm creating it on the spot with you live. So, there's gonna be a little bit of issues possibly, and we'll learn together how to make that better. So, all right. So here's a perfect example right here. What I recommend you do if you're in the celebrity niche in this situation, you can use a technology called Face Swap. Now, Face Swap allows us to upload a certain photo to Pixels, and then we can replace whatever person's face was originally in that older photo and replace that face to, for example, YNW Melly. So here's what we can do. If we go over here, we can search for something like, for example, I want to get like a crazy photo of like maybe someone like reaching over to like attack someone. So it'd be like person in interrogation room fighting cop. Maybe something like that would be a good one. And then we go to images. Now, some of this is stock footage, so I would try to find something that's more real. Let's see, do something that's more real is what we're gonna have to find. So the way we might be able to do that is if you go to more, actually, it's tools. You go to tools and then you go to size right here. And then what I recommend you do is probably to get the highest quality image, probably filter to large to get a big image. All right, here it is. So there's some people here, but that's not good. Let's see. Okay, so pretty much we got it right here. I found a random photo that we could probably use. So we're gonna use this photo right here and save it to our computer. What I then recommend you do is go to a website called canva.com. We're going to then type in the dimensions for a YouTube thumbnail. The dimensions is 1280 by 720. So you're gonna create a new design like so. You're then gonna put that image onto the canvas. So just drag and drop or upload the image. We're gonna try to zoom in a little bit. So make it fit the size. We want it to be kind of center frame because we want his face to be turned into YNW Melly's face in a second. You can then save this photo by going to share, and then allow you to save the photo by clicking this button. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to Pixels and we're gonna upload that photo that we just did under this thumbnail section here. Now you're gonna click on the button here that says select a face, and you're gonna use this rectangle selection to select the face. So you wanna make sure you capture the entire face like so. There we go. Now what we're gonna do is there's a way we can select a button here that says personas. Now you're gonna click on personas, and you may not have this yet, all right? I have a guy right here, YN Melly. I already added his name. I already added his likeness, so I can use a face clone on it. But you may have to go here and click create if you haven't done this yet. And Pixels will allow you to create a whole AI clone of someone's face. All you have to do is download like 10 photos or images of their face at different angles, and then upload it to their software, and then automatically you'll have a saved persona, is what they call it, that you can leverage. So I'm gonna use this for persona here. I'm gonna say I want this face replaced to YN Melly, okay? So we're gonna hit generate now and see what happens. And there we go, look. So it doesn't look exactly like him, but it's pretty close. I feel like from afar, people would think it's the same guy. Like, look, so this is his real face, and then we go over here. It's very, very close. I mean, the tattoos are pretty much on point. Yeah, the tattoos are practically on point, as you can see right there. So this is what I'm saying. You could literally do a face swap of anyone and instantly create a thumbnail if you want. You can make them, look like they're sad or whatever it is. You simply just ask Pixels, it's like a command. It's AI. You simply just ask Pixels, hey, make him sad or do X, Y, Z, and Pixels will automatically create the thumbnail exactly how you want. So we can simply just save this photo and use it as a thumbnail. Okay, so next part of the process is that we have the MP3 audio file. we need to hire a video editor. Now you can either use websites like Fiverr.com or use Upwork.com. There's different freelance websites, but for this example, I'm going to show you Fiverr because it's the easiest to understand. So we can go to Fiverr and we can simply ask it, YouTube Faceless video editor, like we're trying to find video editors, or you could just simply say video editor, like YouTube video editor. Either or, any search query will give you a list of people that you can go to. You can see there's so many people that's selling their services where they'll do editing for you or whatever it may be. So for example, we can see which one should we do. I usually find the ones that have like some good ratings. So I will edit Faceless videos for you. We can go to this guy. We can scroll down and just see if everything makes sense to us. Just read the information, but we can also look at the reviews, which is what matters. Everyone's saying that his stuff is very good. So that's a very good sign if people are saying that him as an editor is really good. I always look at the reviews. And then there's different tiers, right? You got basic plan, standard, premium. It seems like he's charging $70 for up to 10 minutes run time. You could probably get someone honestly cheaper for like $40, but $70 is still decent. So my point is you can simply hire this guy. And once you hire him, you tell him, hey, here's my MP3 file. Here's my script. So you can, learn from the script, and it's his job. It's the video editor's job to find all of the content for you. All of that background footage that I showed you in my previous, that I did myself in one of my videos. All of that background footage the editor found for me, okay? And what I really recommend you guys do is Google search and learn what fair use is. In order to use other people's copyright footage legally, you need to follow the fair use guidelines. I don't have time in this video to explain how all that works. You can either join my 5-day challenge and learn exactly how it works. Over 5 days, I teach you live, step-by-step how to do all of this. And I even answer, I do a live Q&A call and help you guys out, answer all of your questions. You'll literally get a chance to ask me any question. And I'll help you guys out, and I'll break down exactly what fair use is and how to edit these videos for you to actually legally be able to do it and make money off of it. But my point is it's the editor's job to do that for you. Now, if you don't have money to hire an editor, that's totally fine. You can edit the videos yourself using a tool like CapCut or Adobe Premiere Pro or a million other editing softwares if you want to use those editing softwares to edit the videos yourself and just find the content. The content will be readily available via Google Images, via like YouTube clips, etc. That's how you'll find the content. And so this is exactly how I made $3 million with Faceless YouTube channels. Like I said, if you want to learn more how this works, make sure you subscribe. Check out my 5-day challenge linked below because it's coming up very soon. So you definitely want to attend it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.